Hi friends, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. In this session, let's look at how to solve limits by using direct substitution method. That's the easiest one, direct substitution method, because there are no constraints, like we are not going into 0 by 0 form, or we are not going to infinity by infinity, or the limit is not towards an infinity. It's actually just towards a simple number. So this is very easy to solve. What we have to do, we know that this is of the form f of x by g of x. So when I say limit, we have seen already, if this is the case, I can do it as limit x of a f of x, and I can divide it again with limit x tends to a g of x. So you can do like that. You can separate them and take them as two limits, or you can directly substitute the values. So I can say limit x tends to 1. So I will say that is nothing but equal to, we will not take them as separate. Okay, if we don't take them as separate, we will directly substitute the values. So we will say that is equal to 2 into 1 plus 1 by 3 into 1 square minus 4 into 1 plus 5. That is nothing but equal to 2 plus 1 by 3 minus 4 plus 5. That is equal to 3 by 4. So limits by direct substitution is the easiest method. You have to just substitute the value there, because you are not going into 0 by 0 form or anything by 0 form. It's very easy. So you can directly substitute that. Let's look at one more example. What we have done is just we have substituted x equal to 1 in the given function. One more we will do. One more simple example to solve with direct substitution. Very simple. What we have to do is we have to just substitute the values. So that's nothing but equal to 2 by x value is 2. So I will say 2 by 2 plus 1 minus 3 by 2. So this is nothing but equal to 2 by 3 minus 3 by 2, which is nothing but equal to 2 2s are 4 minus 3 3s are 9. That's nothing but equal to negative 5 by 6. So direct substitution is very easy as long as you are not getting into indeterminate form. If you are going in there, then we have to look into other options. Otherwise, we can directly substitute the value. So in the next session, we will look into how to solve the limits by using factorization. That means where we see that if we substitute the value of x equal to a, we are going into 0 by 0 form, but can we factor them and we can simplify, because we have seen that whenever we factorize, the limit still exists at that particular point other than exactly at that point. But as for the definition of limit, we are not interested in the value at that particular point. There is a difference between the limit and the function value at a particular point. Both are different. Sometimes you will see that the limit exists but the function may not have value there, and also sometimes you will see the function will have value but the limit will not exist, because the limit, the curve is not continuous. There is a break in the curve. That also we can see. Okay, so I will catch you again in the next session. Thanks for your time. Bye for now. In the next session we will look at rationalization limits.